Superwoman Suala's dream of securing the borders via the Rwanda scheme is tonight one step closer to fruition.
I would love to be here saying, well, claiming victory. I would love to be having a front page of the Telegraph with a plane taking off to Rwanda. That's my dream. That's my dream. It's
when will
my
that
obsession.
happen?
It's taken far too long, and lefty lawyers are going to do all they can to delay the process by tying it up in challenges at the Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, and probably in the end, the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg for many months longer. But today's High Court decision that the Rwanda scheme is legal is a massive boost for the Conservative government's desire to smash the illegal people smuggling via the channel, causing an invasion of over 40,000 migrants via our southern border this year alone. The hard-left human rights charities doing all they can to scupper the clear legal judgment risk having more blood on their hands. Remember, because you won't hear this on the British Bashing Corporation or on Sly News, stopping the boats is the humane thing to do, because it will also stop the deaths that we saw last week. Judge Lord Justice Lewis announced after a 5-day hearing it is lawful for the government to make arrangements for relocating asylum seekers to Rwanda and for their asylum claims to be determined in Rwanda rather than the UK. Significantly, the court also ruled that the scheme does not breach the Refugee Convention or human rights laws. The Rwanda scheme, first announced by Priti Patel under Prime Minister Boris Johnson in April, needs to be up and running, though, to provide the deterrent. More people will arrive and tens of thousands more will stream into our country illegally while this decision is caught up in the courts. As Red Wall, Tory MP Jonathan Gull has said, I hope lefty lawyers don't play games and delay these flights from taking off. Instead, they should respect not just today's judgment, but also the law of the land, which was passed by our sovereign parliament and democratically elected government. And we're going to need to do more deals, with other countries for offshore processing to become commonplace. It's only once illegal migrants realise that they will never step foot in the UK if they risk their lives across the Channel, that they will stop shelling out thousands to the vile human traffickers who disgustingly treat these folk like cattle. Today, the Prime Minister stood by the Rwanda decision but stressed it's only part of the plan to tackle what I declared a national emergency over a year ago.
Welcome the decision of the court today. We've always maintained that our Rwanda policy is lawful. I'm pleased that was confirmed today. And this is just one part of our plan to tackle illegal migration. Last week I set out a very comprehensive approach to stopping the boats from coming to the UK. It's not going to be easy and we're not going to be able to do it overnight, but I'm confident that with the steps I laid out last week, we really can get to grips with illegal migration.
By contrast, Yvette Cooper, the Shadow Home Secretary, branded the Rwanda scheme as a damaging distraction, saying it is, quote, unworkable, unethical and extortionately expensive. So while the Tories desperately try to secure our borders a sorry mess of their own making, be assured that under Labour we are facing an open borders hellscape.